Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about 2018 and my thoughts on the year. So in the year of 2018, I explored a lot of things with my channel that I hadn't in previous years. I played with doing planner videos on this channel. I played with video game live streams. And the biggest thing that I did on my channel this year is I read a lot more manga. And that is something that in 2017, I did not read that much manga. I read some, but I didn't read a lot. I just started dabbling in manga last year. In the year of 2018, I would call it my year of manga. I went on a huge manga buying binge. I have bought and loved so many series this year. It has just been a fun exploration for me. I'm starting to learn what I'm really liking with manga. I do want to push myself a little bit to try some new things, obviously, but I am really liking reading in the format of manga. I have read more manga in 2018 than ever, obviously, and I am just really enjoying my exploration. So that's something that I'm definitely going to have staying on the channel. If I do any planner related videos, they will probably be bullet journal videos. When it comes to my Happy Planner, there are so many Happy Planner channels that I don't feel like my audience would really enjoy that. But if I did my bullet journal, because my bullet journal is really just bookish, I don't really do much else in it. It's mainly how I keep track of like what I'm reading, how many pages I'm reading, all those kind of things. So I think if I do any planner type videos at all, it will be my bullet journal videos. Another thing I did is I reread a lot more in this calendar year than I ever really have since I was a kid, at least. And I have to say I really loved it. I was able to revisit some books that I loved, some books that I wasn't sure about and ended up enjoying a lot more. It's just been a really fun exploration. I had an opportunity to help host 2 different readathons this year, which was really a lot of fun, and I had a great time. The first being Rereadathon, where I was an Instagram participant, but I hope that I get a chance to be a little more involved this next year. I am excited again for Rereadathon because rereading is something I've become very passionate about. The other one I was able to help and participate in was the 24-hour Tezuka manga readathon, and that was a blast. Laura and Jen were wonderful to work with. I really enjoyed doing that and getting to know both of them a little bit better, and also getting to know more of the manga community a little bit better. Through that, I've found some new favorite channels that way, and some of my most engaging subscribers have come from that. And I really love the friends that I'm beginning to make in that arena of the booktube, manga tube area. It's just been a good time. I'm really enjoying it. Like, that is the biggest thing about my channel. None of it felt like drudgery like I was afraid it would. Because the previous year, I felt like I was churning out the same content, and I didn't really enjoy my channel as much. But this year, I played around a lot more, and I explored new things, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it shows in my subscriber count, because my subscriber count has more than doubled this year. I'm still a small channel, and I would still love to grow more than I am, but I am really happy with the growth that I saw this year. I mean, I doubled my channel. Granted, for most people, that's not a huge stretch. Like, that's not such a big deal. But I doubled my subscriber count. And I'm really happy, especially with the discouraging demonetizing that happened at the beginning of the year for small channels. I didn't let it get to me. I just worked on making the content that made me happy. And I think that's showing so much through my change in subscribers. Another thing that happened this year is that I did my quarterly hauls, and I enjoy doing that a lot more because I would rather sit down once every couple months with everything I've bought and tell you guys about it, because there's enough other content that I want to give you guys that I don't feel like I have to have a haul every month to give you guys content. So I hope you guys will continue to bear with me, and I do think I will continue to break up my hauls into manga hauls and book hauls as I'm buying quite a bit of both at the moment. I did not take down my physical TBR as much as I initially wanted to, because a lot of the stuff that I picked up this year I ended up reading. So a lot of my backlist titles I didn't end up reading. So I'm going to go through those backlist titles again. There's a few of them that I know I'm going to get rid of. So I think I'm just going to go through and cull the rest. And if I have no strong interest in reading them anymore, I think I'm just going to let them go, because I really want to continue to buy the books I'm interested in. I mean, I have a video coming up about all of the things that I want, you know, that I'm looking forward to in just January. And there's probably like 20 things on that list. It's a long list, but I'm excited for each and every one of them. I might check some out from the library, and I might purchase some outright. The manga I'll always purchase outright because support the industry. So I know this is kind of a rambly reflection of 2018, but I really enjoyed 2018. When it comes to my goals, I did okay with most of them, didn't succeed in all of them, and I'm okay. I had a really great reading year. I loved what I was reading. Another thing that I did this year is I did read a lot more smut than I have in previous years on this channel, and I loved my foray into that. My friends over at Forever Romance have been kind enough to reach out to me to send me books from their publishing house, and it led me down a rabbit hole that I am so glad I went down. I found 2 great paranormal series this year that a lot of people have already read, but I am absolutely loving my foray into them, and it's been a good time. Like, I'm not necessarily reading everything that's popular on BookTube. I'm reading what I want to read. That was something I really wanted to do this year, and I feel like I've really done that. And I am really happy and really pleased with the fact that I've done that. Not everybody can say that they've done that on their channel. A lot of people will just read what's popular, and they end up not liking it. So I got to a point where I realized I was kind of starting to do the same thing. But what everybody else loves is not necessarily what I love. Like, one of the series that I'm not going to be continuing on with is Cassandra Clare books. I've read 4.5 of them now, and I'm not enjoying my read of them. I think I missed my window for Cassandra Clare. Because I remember when I first read City of Bones, I really enjoyed it. And I just never got around to the rest of the series. With my reading now, it's just not my taste. I'm not saying they're necessarily bad books. I don't love how they're written. But that is me. I'm not telling you that you have to hate it. Like, I will never do that to people. I will never tell you you have to hate this book. Unless it seriously has something horrible in it, like the book where the beast was a rapist. Like, I'm going to tell you guys, no, this is not okay. Do not read this book. Like, unless there's something huge like that in a book, I'm not going to tell you to not read a book. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean you're not going to. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Another thing that I did this year is I did a couple of books, a couple of videos about some problems with BookTube. I really feel like BookTube became a really negative space for a while. I think it's slowly starting to fix itself, but it just became like all I was seeing in my subscription feed was rant reviews for every book under the sun. And I don't necessarily love watching those. So what I've done is I've kind of culled my subscription box. And I've found some new great people to be subscribed to. Like, one of my favorite people that I subscribed to this year, there's 2 really that come to mind, and they're polar opposites. They read completely different stuff. The first being Thomas over at SFF 180. I've really enjoyed his channel. I gave him a shout out earlier this year, and he's getting a shout out again. I've just really enjoyed the content that he makes. He doesn't post as regularly as some other booktubers, but what he gives you is definitely quality, and he's really happy and proud of all of his content. And that's the kind of creators I like to follow. And the second one being Spencer from over at Common Spence. I think he's just really fun and engaging to watch, and I really just, even though he's had some downtimes throughout his time on his channel where he's just not been happy with what he's reading, or he's had some mental health days and not been uploading and stuff, I still think the stuff that we get from Spence is great. If you're interested in more of the bubbly, reads everything popular kind of situation, go for Spence's channel. If you want things that are different, he reads so much sci-fi and fantasy that some of it's really popular and others of it I don't think are as popular. like, he's a great reference for that. And he has these mailbags where he gets sent a lot of stuff for PR and for his blog. So you can find some really, like, different and obscure titles through Thomas's channel. So it's been really fun. And I really like reading stuff that's a little more off the beaten path, I guess you could say. So the other thing I did is most of the reviews on my channel were for those smutty books. Like, I had a great time reviewing these books for Forever Romance. And I did a couple of others, but they were primarily the ones for them. I'm going to have another one coming up where I talk about all their Christmas books, and it's going to be a blast. But yes, I really have had a good time this year. 2018 for my channel and for my reading has been wonderful. So stay tuned for my 2019 video. I'm going to talk a little bit about 2019. I don't have any solid goals, but I am going to talk about the direction I'm going to be going and stuff in another video. So I hope you guys will check that one out. Thank you guys again for watching. Again, my name is Shay if you haven't been here before. Thank you for checking out my channel. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and click the little bell icon so you know when to come hang out with me. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.